everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Hordes of the Underdark! Last episode, we, spoke with our companions and everything, as well as, the Reaper here, in order to learn, well, where we are and what exactly is going on. We're in Hell. Well, one of the Hells. Fun fact, there's actually 9 of them. We're in one specifically known as Kenia. And we're kind of trapped here until we can find the Reaper's true name in order to get out of here. This is the only way out, so let's go out and see what it's like. City of Lost Souls. Huh. That doesn't look good. Also, that is... it is good.
Pebble and shoot. Wait. Hold on.
In a bit. Bellocs Nettles. Bellocs Berry. This highly sought-after berry has a very unique attribute at its core. While it is not edible for most beings, it does provide a fiery spark when crushed or broken apart. This can be quite useful for anyone traveling in harsh environments, as a spark can be used on flammable objects to create a fire that can burn far longer and far warmer than natural fires. That sounds like it's going to be useful. Because it's very cold here. Oh, jeez.
Yes?
Lost. Our poor leader has joined the Lost. I have a feeling maybe we should not go up yet. Let's take a look down this way. Worried Spirit. A sad-faced, shimmering form coalesces before you. It is a spirit of the dead, banished here to Kenia. If it weren't for the frost that clings to its transparent shape, you doubt you'd be able to see it at all.
Yes?
It's so cold out here. Always this biting, clawing cold. Stay inside if you can, or stop by a fire to warm yourself. See the ones with green sparks? Even they are barely enough. It's only a matter of time, you see. I heard one of you scream and saw a flash of light.
Yes, Deacon sees it too.
Aye, Mephistopheles has that one now. Another soul devoured. Soon there won't be any of us left except the lost. If only we could live again, return home. But it's too cold here. I can feel it closing in. Mephistopheles is devouring your souls. Yes, he has an army of the dead in the distant world of Toril, and he's drawing on our essence to animate them. He's devoured so many of us as it is, and still he needs more. Every one of us in a plume of white. Toril. That's where I'm from. Asmodeus banned the other lords of hell from going there because evil sown on that plane can lead to great power. Somehow Mephistopheles found a way, though, and now his power knows no bounds. What does it mean to have one's soul devoured? The spirit shudders, but you cannot tell if it is from fear or a sudden gust of chill wind. It is a fate worse than death, worse than the hells. To have one's soul devoured is to become nothing at all. Is there any way to stop this devouring? One tried. She was the boldest among us, the one most full of life. She confronted Mephistopheles, and in his anger he did something to her. It's only a matter of time before she joins the lost. What was her name? We spirits tend not to use names here. Death has brought us to Kenia because of the horrible acts we committed in life. It is better to leave all vestiges of that life behind. It is better to forget. Only when we are lost are our names engraved in the ice for all to know. If we reach that point, it no longer matters. Tell me about the spirit who confronted Mephistopheles. She came here full of anger and passion and hope. She was like a fire in this cold place, and all of us were drawn to her warmth. When Mephistopheles came to the gates to announce the devouring, she challenged him. Whatever he did, it drained her of that fire. Refusing to speak, she sealed herself in the cave at the center of town. Now she dwells within it, slowly growing cold, becoming one of the lost. Is there any way to help her? Yes, there is. You can put the poor spirit out of her misery. Thanks to Mephistopheles, she's already all but lost. It's only a matter of time. Who are the lost? The lost souls are spirits who no longer yearn for life. They are the ones who have given up. The ice consumes them, and they are absorbed into the very essence of despair that forms the plane of Cania. Here is where the Scrivener has etched the names of the lost into the ice that they may be remembered. Here, by the gates of Cania, where spirits lose hope that they will ever be able to return home. The Scrivener? Who's that? I'm not really sure if it's a who or a what. In some ways, it almost seems more like a pet than a person. Yet its former guide taught it to form simple word pictures, so who's to say? But for as long as anyone here can remember, the Scrivener's been the one to carve the names of the lost in the ice. If you look close, the ice is full of them, buried deep. That's how the city got its name. Who is a Scrivener's guide? Just another dead soul like the rest of us, but now he's just another victim of Mephistopheles' devouring. So many have been taken. So many. How do I help her become one of the lost, the spirit? To help her, you must help the Scrivener. When the Scrivener carves her name into the ice, at that moment will her soul finally join the lost. It's not peace, but it's better than torment. Back to my other questions. Why can't you live again? Mephistopheles has sealed the gates, and we spirits can no longer pass through. There was a time when we could return and haunt the places of our death. At least, but no more. Not from here. Why did Mephistopheles seal the gates? To keep you in, Liam. To keep all of us in. He didn't want to be followed, perhaps. Besides, I don't think he's coming back. He's stronger in the world of Toril and devouring more of our souls every day. Every one of us in a plume of light. Why haunt a place? It's not living. No, but it is close. When you're there, you can almost smell things again. Almost taste things. You see the faces of those you loved, those you hated. To feel emotions again, that's almost living. I want to return home too. As do we all, even if for just a moment. That's why so many gather here, in the city of lost souls, waiting, hoping, dreaming, and slowly growing cold. It's only a matter of time. Back to my other questions. Who are you, anyway? Who am I now? A ghost, a petitioner, a spirit of the dead, a memory of what has passed. Who was I once? A traitor, a murderer, a seller of children? I've almost forgotten now. Something that made me choose this. You were sent here because you're evil. What is good? What is evil? Perhaps I killed my one true love. Perhaps I sold one child to feed two others. Perhaps I betrayed something I could not believe in. Then again, perhaps I didn't. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever else I did in life, what matters is that I chose to come here, to eke out my existence in this plane of threadbare tents. And now that I'm here, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time until what? Either until Mephistopheles devours our souls for his new army, or we succumb to the cold and become one of the lost. I just want to live, to return home. But that's not possible. What is this place? Welcome to the City of Lost Souls, our threadbare encampment in the frozen wastes of Cania. We built it here, around the very gates themselves. Did we do it recently? Maybe. It's so hard to recall. Time seems different in the cold. Memory seems different. All I know is that we chose this place somehow. Welcome to the 8th hell of Bator, I suppose. How did the city get its name? Etched between the countless layers of ice all about the city are the names of the lost. Not their true names, for no one knows of those. These are the names they had in life. It's to help us remember. Maybe the Reaper's name is among them. It is true that the souls of the dead, once lost and absorbed into Cania, return as devils, but all vestiges of their past life are lost, including the name they bore in life. Only the true names remain, and that is not the name etched into the city walls. I'm afraid there is nothing there that can help you. Oh dear. And she's gone. We lost the one who could tell us so much.
Chill here is enough to freeze your very soul.
Which I imagine is the point. And what is... That's the Scrivener. A small dog-like creature paces back and forth before the cave entrance, whining in frustration. As you approach, it turns to you, apparently eager for help. Are you the Scrivener? The strange creature emits a sharp crackling noise, then runs around in a circle excitedly. It seems quite pleased that you know its name. Glancing at the cave entrance, however, it resumes its previous whining. What's the matter, little fellow? It's something about that cave. The creature stops whining and seems to focus its attention on you. To your surprise, an image begins to form above its head, illuminated by a dim blue light that seems to filter through from above.
Eek! It's an elf girl, boss.
Looking closer, you see a woman sheathed in ice and perfectly still. A look of utter despair marks her cold blue face, and only the merest breath escapes her frozen lips. The creature resumes its whining. Who is she? The creature ignores your question, continuing to whine at the cavern's barricaded entrance. She's in that cave? Jumping up excitedly, the creature emits a series of sharp crackling noises, seemingly in confirmation to your question. What's happening to her? A new image begins to form. In this one, the woman's frozen statue is slowly sinking into the ice below it, subsumed into the glacial mass. In time, there's nothing left but a sense of emptiness. How can I help? The creature forms an image of an icy wall, etched with countless names. The wall seems infinitely long, scrolled by in dizzying twists and turns to finally reveal a single blank space where a new one can be carved.
Wow. Big wall, boss.
The image then transforms into a series of carved rectangular stones that the creature seems to use for navigation. You can sense the creature's desire to go to one of them, but you can't determine which one. Back to my other questions. Pet the creature. Surface dwellers and their sentimentality. If we Drow want pets, we harvest them from the slave pens. The creature's body is covered in a hard carapace. Feels warm to the touch, however, despite the dreadful cold. The creature nuzzles your hand, grateful for the attention, though continues to whisper softly. Okay, which stone do you want me to take you to? A pair of images coalesces above the creature's head. The first image is that of a sturdy oak, full with leaves.
Ooh, it plays charades, boss. How many syllables? Deacon used to play this all the time at clan gatherings.
The second image is of a boy held in a man's arms. You can see the family resemblance between them, but the father doesn't seem to be the focus of the image. So this is a guessing game, is it?
Oh, this is fun, boss. Deacon thinks we should come to the Hells more often.
The creature crackles contentedly, eager to be off. It clings closely to your heels, following your lead. Alright, off we go then. Let's see. First is a sturdy oak, and the second is a boy held in a man's arms. Interesting. Carved Coast Elysium. The creature sniffs around the base of the stone, confused. Dissatisfied, it waits for you to move on. Well, it's not the stone labeled Elysium, clearly. So we have to find a whole bunch of stones. You know what? This will give us a chance to explore this place. There's another spirit. treason. Pretty sure that...
Boss,
yes, Deacon?
Deacon be pretty sure we has up and gone to the hells.
Seems a bit cold to be one of the hells, doesn't it?
You was thinking of the abyss, maybe, boss. That be completely different place.
Okay, then. Oh wait, treason? Tree Sun. Oh! The creature sniffs around the base of the stone. It crackles excitedly, grateful that you were able to lead it to the right one.
Yay! Does Deacon get to play again?
Now the creature shows you a man on his deathbed, then two others standing side by side, then a fourth man's leg, barred between his ankle-high boots and knee-length breeches. Huh. Alright, let's carry on. We will eventually go into these other places, but I suppose we should probably solve this first. Alternate? I don't think so. No, that's not it.
It's the sound of the fiends.
Okay, so it's not alternate. Oh, this worried spirit. She should tell us more.
Yes.
If I may ask, what is this place? Who calls it? Yes, who calls the city home? We spirits, of course. Though there are less and less of us every day. The devils themselves maintain an outpost here as well, the ice they quarry being in great demand in Cania's distant capital. And then there are the Githzerai pilgrims who have traveled here to see the sleeping man, and now are unable to return home. Why are the devils mining ice? Who knows why devils do anything? You'd best ask Gruul, the quarry boss. Who are the Githzerai? Monks and scholars for the most part. Now they loiter at the Hellbreath Tavern on the south side of town, sipping mulled ale and counting their coppers. Who is the sleeping man? I know little about the sleeping man, save that he sleeps in the city's northwest quarter, and has been doing so for as long as anyone can remember. Some say he's been there since the dawn of time itself. A couple of decades ago, a Githzerai woman built a temple around him, and has been leading pilgrimages from the plains here to worship him. No doubt she. 8 hells. How many are there, anyway? Here in Bator, there are only the 9, with Asmodeus, king of devils, living in the deepest. But in the abyss, where live the demons, the places of torment are said to be infinite in number and variety. What's the difference between a devil and a demon? There's very little difference, some would say. Nonetheless, they are bitter enemies and have waged their vicious blood war across the plains for almost an eternity. But both devils and demons conspire within their own ranks as well, so perhaps it is simply in the nature of all fiends to fight. Those questions are better left for philosophers and the spirits of the dead. Or for someone who happens to be a fan of D&D and happens to know that the difference is that one side is lawful evil and the other side is chaotic evil. However, I can never remember which is which. There's your difference. Do you know the Reaper's true name? Would that I did. Would that I did. Those who know the Reaper's true name can command him to let you travel anywhere. Anywhere at all. To my knowledge, there is only one who holds that answer. Who? Mephistopheles. Curse his name. Alright. Goodbye. Alright. More quarry slaves. Oh! Hold on. Let me get some water first. The pale white flesh of this muscular creature is scarred from countless beatings. A scorched branding mark identifies it as a prisoner of the Blood War. It seems skittish and nervous as you approach. Where can I learn the Reaper's true name?
Huh? Maybe ask the Gith Sensei. She knows about smart stuff like that.
The Gith Sensei? Who's that?
She's with the Githzerai pilgrims. They come here every now and then to pay the respects of the temple and drown their sorrows at the tavern, alright?
Are there any stores around here?
Rule, the quarry boss. He does some trading on the side. Gotta catch him in a good mood, though.
Could you tell me where I might find a warm drink?
Hellbreath Tavern's on the south side of town. Should be enough to warm up by.
Alright, goodbye. Hell's Breath Tavern. Oh! Oh, gets the right
What do you want?
board and solid. Okay, just Larian.
Where you
Oh.
off now, boss?
Coordinates. Okay, what am I leading you again? Let's see. Man on his deathbed, two standing side by side, then a leg bared between his boots and breeches. Whatever it is, I think it ends with knee. Also, here's more Bellocs nettles, or Bellocs Berries. Githzerai berry.
Hello to you there.
This woman is stooped over a small bush, picking berries from it and placing them in a small pouch beside her on the ice. What are you picking?
This here's a Bellocs nettle. They've got deep roots going down to the lava pools beneath the ice, and their berries store the heat. It's the only way to start a decent fire around here.
Flint and tinder doesn't work.
Have you tried it?
Mage fire doesn't work.
Nonsense, boss. Mage fire always works. Mage fire's so unpredictable. Here 1 second and gone the next. It's fine for burning things, but if you need to cook or make camp out here, you're going to need Bellocs Berries.
Why do you need to start a fire?
What are you, daft? It's freezing cold out here, and there isn't enough room in the tavern for everybody. You gotta sleep somewhere, right? And for that, you're going to need a good fire.
How do these berries work?
If you spy some wood, you just break the berries open over it, and the heat will set it alight. A single berry won't get you a whole lot of warmth, though. I recommend a good 3-berry fire if you can afford it.
Where can I find these Bellocs Berries?
The tavern keeper's been letting some of us pay our tabs with them, so he'll have a few. The quarry master might have some as well. Other than that, you'll just have to find them where they grow. As I said, though, they like what heat they can find. If you spy a steam fissure like this in the ice, there'll probably be a Bellocs nettle basking in that little bit of warmth.
I need to return home to the world of Toril.
From the material plane, are you? Well, you can forget it. There's no going home. The gates are closed for you and me both. We stay here until we freeze or die of boredom.
Well, that's a defeatist attitude.
You have a better idea. Give it up, Burke. You're trapped and clueless to boot.
Do you know the Reaper's true name?
If I knew the Reaper's true name, would I be picking nettles in Balator's depths in the dim hope that I won't freeze to death?
Alright, goodbye. Oh. More Bellocs Berries are going to be useful. Oh. Dimension. I don't think that's going to be it. Oh, wait. That's it? Okay, I see men. Shin! Die, men, shin. Not knee, shin. Ugh. The creature sniffs around the base of a stone. That's the right one.
Yay! Does Deacon get to play again?
Now the creature shows you a series of 4 pictures. A traveler's resting house, a shark cutting through the water, a close-up of a winking face, and steam rising from a cup and saucer. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's carry on. But what's this crystal here? An ice crystal protrudes from the glacial floor, dark figures swirling in their depths. Oh. Oh dear.
Well, he's a very busy man now, is he? Infinity. I think maybe that's the last stone for this. Because I remember it was Finn. And the first one, I believe... Oh wait, I think I got it. Wait, where did it go? He vanished! Oh, he's back over here. Let's see. A traveler's resting house, inn. A shark cutting through the water. Finn. A close-up of a winking face, eye, and steam rising from a cup and saucer. Tea. In, Finn, it, tea.
Deacon?
Oh, no, not you, Deacon. Okay, this appears to be the final stone. The creature sniffs around its base and then heads towards one of the icy walls nearby. Oh. Oh. And the cave is open. Content with its handiwork, the Scrivener stands aside as you peer into the pale blue ice. There, so recently etched, you read the name. Erebeth de Tilmarand. That's the frozen woman, is it? The creature crackles in acknowledgement. It appears weary now that its task is done. Did you know her at all? The creature forms an image of the frozen woman passing by at the head of an angry crowd of spirits, leading them toward the gates. The image fades away sadly. There we go. Do you feel better now? The creature seems too weary to crackle any further, but you can sense its gratitude. With plodding steps, it wanders off into the snow, leaving you alone. Erebeth de Tilmarand. Well, that's a name we've not heard in quite some time. So now we know what happened to her. I mean, we know she died, but still. Is there another one of those crystals? I feel like there was somewhere. I just missed it somehow. Maybe that was the only one. Either way, and there goes another sword. Alright, that's probably the only crystal. Well, I think perhaps we'll go into this cave in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Erebeth de Tilmarand. This'll be interesting to see. And then we'll slowly make our way around and investigate this place. We'll probably start with the quarry office, then and speak with Gruul. He's the shopkeep, after all. I don't think we have anything to sell, but still. Then we'll move on into the tavern, and then we'll go investigate the temple. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chusuk44. That is Liam Johnson, Nefira, and Deacon. This has been a Let's Play of Hordes of the Underdark. And I shall see you all next time.